Hey guys, hold this! Oh, I'm evil. Hi guys, and welcome to Besiege. This is a game, it's a sandbox game where physics are your friend, not food. But yeah, this is a game where you build stuff to destroy things. So let's just jump straight into it. It starts off where it's currently in early alpha access, and you can only do 2 sections of it. You can only either go into the sandbox, which is currently work in progress, so subject to change, and you've also got the Isle of Ypsilon. Now today we're just going to go through a couple of the levels on Ypsilon. You get about 15 or so levels that you can progress through over time. So let's get started off with the first zone, the Southern Cottage. That's not what we're going to be using, so let's just get rid of that. When you first jump into the game, you're going to be starting off with this. It's a source block, and we're just going to be using that to do our deeds. It's where we start off building. So as you can see, it says first build some wooden blocks onto the source cube. So let's follow this design that they have laid out nicely for us and see what it makes us. So there we go, we've got the letter H. So next, now select some wheels and attach them wherever you please. So we have the option to use motor wheels, so we can put these wherever we want, and you may notice you've got arrows which point in the direction, and you can swap that direction over by pressing F on your keyboard. So is that all? Is that all it wants us to do? Place your machine on the ground with the down arrow. So this is at the very top here in the middle. You've got the set machine on ground. So that'll just drop everything to the ground. You can also adjust where you want things to go. You can put it through the floor if you wanted to. But we're just going to put it on the ground, and you can also rotate it if you feel it's not pointing in the right direction. So we'll just point this towards the house, as our objective is to destroy the house. Not very nice. This poor farmer over here is not going to be very happy that we destroyed his house and killed his sheep. But let's do what the tutorial says. So if we press spacebar, that'll jump us straight into the game, or you can press the little button, the little play button at the top here. So if we press that, and you can move forwards and backwards. So if we press forward, just keep going. Boom. Kill ourselves some sheep, and we destroyed someone's house. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to the next zone. Right, so here we are in the next zone. Our objective is to destroy that windmill that's going on over there. If we just press run and start driving towards it, we're not going to be able to do anything. Mainly because oh, kill the chicken. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything, mainly because it's at a higher level than our vehicle can currently get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some sort of pillar that goes up into the sky and outwards, and it's basically going to knock over the building. There you go. It's as simple as that, guys. But you may notice that my vehicle also got destroyed in the process. So how do you counteract the fact that if you have multiple objectives, how do we get it so our vehicle is more reliable and doesn't break? Now you can simply do this by adding more blocks to your structure to make it a bit more secure. Like you can see, it's not as wobbly. Nearly did a endo. Alright, stop it. Look. Oh. But yeah, you can either add more blocks to make it a bit more secure, but any pressure on that and that's going to snap. So what you can also do to strengthen it even more, if you just go into your normal blocks over in this section and select the brace, this will enable you to add more support and strength to different things. And each of these little rods and stuff. Oops. Each of these little metal rods that are sticking out of the wood is a section that you can attach it to. So you just simply click and drag to the section that you want it to go to, and then we can attach multiple sections to one point as well, which adds even more rigidity. But you need to be cautious, guys. When you do this sort of thing, you need to make sure you don't put too many on, otherwise it can become brittle and it can end up snapping just from moving around, just because it's too rigid, and it's a slight jolt and it just shatters into a million pieces. So we'll carry on with that. Sorry, excuse me, and we'll move on to the next zone. Now this next zone is one where you have to avoid the explosives. Now I'm just going to run through this quickly, and it's a simple task basically, and we haven't done much major destroying, so I'm just going to speed through this section and show you the design that I make just to get me through this next level. And move on to the next level, and next we will show you some killing and destroying and blowing things up. So this is where it starts getting a bit more complicated. You have guys that are going to try to shoot you, you've got explosives, so I've got archers, and if they keep hitting me, then they're eventually going to destroy my little contraption that I've got going on. But hitting that explosive destroys the wall, but if I drive into it, it also destroys me. So what we're going to do, we're going to create, we have weaponry basically, we can add different weapons and different things onto it. So we're going to attach a cannon onto here, and then we're also going to add a section that enables us to destroy this windmill over here, because our objective is to destroy these two buildings. Not this, but our objective is to destroy these two buildings. So, and also you may notice when I kill people, I get a list of names down at the bottom. Now guys, if you want to be in those names, just let me know and I will edit the game files and I'll make it so your names appear in the bottom. So just leave a comment below saying that you want to be part of the guys that I kill. Yeah, and I'll make it happen. And you might see your name pop up if I kill you. But yeah, enough with the weirdness. Let's move on. We're going to create a section that... So if you notice, we can't actually build anything extra. That's because this box that goes around our design is our boundary box. And if we were to place something on top, it exceeds that boundary box. So what we're going to have to do is set the machine on the ground, and then we can carry on building. And if your vehicle is too long, then you can always move it further back. Move it further back if need be, and that will enable you to... Why can't I delete that? There we go. And that will enable you to put more things on the front if you wanted more things on the front. Or if you're not bothered about level progression, you can just press this button up at the top, and it's the free build mode, which will enable you to have no boundaries at all. Like, as soon as I click it, the box disappears. But you won't be able to complete the level and move on throughout the game. So we've got our design there, and we're just going to stick this rod out like we did before, and we're also going to attach some braces to it to make it more secure. What we're going to do as well actually is put a section on the front and a section on the back to prevent it from rolling backwards and forwards, so it doesn't flip and stuff like that. Oh, I missed. Right, let's I took out the sign. That's always good. So if we press C, it launches the cannon, but you only get one shot. So if we launch it straight away, it destroys the wall, and then we can move on to our objective. So our first objective is to destroy the house. So let's just crash into that, and destroy the house. Oh, try not to break my rammer. And our next objective, destroy the windmill. So that is simple design around destroying one thing to get to your objective, and you can come across different things like that. But what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to leave it at this, and I will do another video on the levels and throughout the whole game that they currently have in process and you can actually access. As I said, it's only the Isle of Ypsilon that you can get into at the moment, and you've also got the sandbox, which will enable you to create all sorts of crazy contraptions. And as a bonus, guys, what I'm going to give you is the ability to download this, if it opens. There we go. This is basically my ballista. Let's just bring it back and we'll get it out of the way from the archers. Oh look, they're killing the wrong guys. Right, so here we have our ballista, and basically what it does, it launches an explosive shell to where you want it to go. These guys are just surrounding me. They don't actually do anything other than get in your way and be annoying. So to launch it, all you do is press L to tension up the springs, and then you're going to press J and V in fairly quick succession. So J then V, and it launches your ballista. But if we do this here, oops, you have to let. So this is the problem. You have to drive back slightly to get your shot ready. Then L. See, these archers are destroying me. Let's quickly go into the creative world and you can see what I'm referring to. So if we go into the sandbox and get this ready, so if you drive back just to load your round ready, and then press L, J then V, not that quick, L, so you go back. There we go. So L, then J, then V. Oh, I broke my. It does work, guys. I swear, it does work. It takes some getting used to. Maybe if we delete this block, it loads itself. That's bonus. So L, J, then V. There we go. It went further than the windmill. That's pretty impressive. So let's rotate this towards these guys here and get ready. So L, J then V, boom, and we squished Aldous and Wade. Now remember, guys, if you want to be in those kill feeds, then just let me know and I will put your names in there, and I'll mix it up every so often and stuff like that to give everyone a chance of being on the list. But yeah, as I mentioned, guys, this better version, obviously, of this ballista will be available to download in the description below. So if you guys want to hit subscribe, it helps out loads. Thank you, please. And I will see you in the next one, guys. See you later. Launch the trebuchet!